Welcome or welcome back to Shea's Artistry LLC, where I discuss my personal finances and my small business. If those two things interest you, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this video quick. I did do a previous walkthrough with the BB budget, which is just like this one, except it's a different color. And then if you've also seen the previous video, I also mentioned that mine does not have tabs in it. I will be using my magnetic bookmark to keep track, just because I didn't want to waste any products that could go to future people. But it has essentially the same pages. And let's get started. I believe I also did fill out on camera my subscriptions and everything. I messed that part up, so that's why that white part is there. And it also won't be in black and white, but if you do want a black and white version, just let me know. And it's not hard. It actually will print quicker. So I did previously fill this out. I did go back and add a Netflix because I forgot. That's a whole nother story. Today is let me grab the correct one. I think I said I was going to do blue for January. So today is the 2nd of January. There were a few issues that came up with my pay. If I don't get to it in this video, I'll get to it in the next video. However, we are going to cover, let me see. I had everything in front of me and then everything went away. So I did pay this today. My rent is paid and I did pay for childcare. I just want to mark it off so I know. I did go and also pay my light bill. And I thought I paid one more, but I guess that's it. So we're going to go to the income breakdown. Now, so I don't remember when I got paid, but it was before the holiday, but I'm just going to mark, I'm going to mark it for the 1st and the 2nd. So for 01 January, I don't remember how much I got paid, but I know I said that for my income I was gonna put $1,763.37. Oops, I wrote that in the wrong spot. I always do that. I forgot that for this one I switched the blocks around and I suck at whiting out stuff. Okay, so this is just, I'm just gonna leave this blank and I'm gonna explain why in a second. So the total will be the same. And then the remaining will be the same. Okay, so the reason I didn't break this down, so for one, I got a pay increase for my VA. It's 21 something. It's like 80. It's an 80 something dollar difference. For two, I did get my school pay. I got FAFSA and the VA benefits as well for that. One was 500, one was 700 and some change. And then my paycheck did come, and that was around $1,000. So this is actually not what I got paid. I did end up having to spend some money because before, when I messed up my payments and stuff, I had to pay my mom back. So I paid her back. I also bought last minute gifts, and then I had to pay some other stuff. So this is what I'm going to budget with. Now, funny thing that's happened, it always happens before the holiday. So before Christmas, my pay that I was supposed to get, I ended up not getting it one time because they messed up my bank information from when my bank was hacked. So if you haven't seen that video, you can go and watch it. I explained how I got scammed and why I had to change my bank information. So that pay got messed up. I did get my school pay, which is what I used to pay some stuff back. And since I usually don't budget with that money because I wasn't getting it before, I didn't feel like it would be a big deal. And then my paycheck my job, I think I explained that part, but the VA pretty much did the same thing. So for my regular VA pay that I was supposed to get on the first, I still haven't got that money because, and I know I said from the first and it's only the second, but they paid everything else right before Christmas. So I didn't get that pay. Talked to them today. Pretty much they sent it to the wrong account, even though I updated the account and that account is closed. So it might take me like 6 weeks to get that money back. So that's pretty much why I'm budgeting this much. But my income was way more and it was too confusing to break it down. So I just added it all together, what I had left, and this is what I'm going to be budgeting with. So I know I have my Apple, I messed up again, y'all. I'm going to get it together eventually, you guys. Okay, so I have my Apple. I'm going to be writing some stuff with two in the block in my child care. That's due on the 1st and today's the 2nd, so I'm already late paying it. I did pay it, but I paid it today. So and then child care is $187. And then Amazon Prime, which all last year I was not budgeting for. I kept forgetting about it. That's due on the 6th, and that is $8.11. And then my national debt relief and the first phone bill, those are both due on the 7th. NDR is $189.50 and the phone bill is $53.06. Covered care is due on the 11th and that is $281.71. My light bill, my car insurance is due on the 13th and my light bill, I'm summarizing these today, you guys, is due on the 15th. My car insurance was $164.42. And then my lights were high. I don't know why my lights are so much because they aren't supposed to be this much. I'm supposed to be at a steady rate. I probably should call them, but it's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and pay half of my car payment. It's not due yet, so but I'm gonna pay $371, or I plan to pay $371. And then let's see what the total for. Oops. Oh my Jesus. Okay, the total is all right, so the total is $1,372.01. Remaining I have $391.36. And you guys, like, once I get to the cash stuffing, I updated my binders. I did not update my envelopes. I didn't remember until today, but I'm so excited. All right, so for my envelopes, I'm going to do charging. I'm going to do Lonnie, miscellaneous, and nothing here. So for charging, I'm gonna budget $50. For Lonnie, I'm not gonna budget anything because she's not here right now. And then for miscellaneous, I'm going to budget $25. And then, or I'm sorry, let me change this to $75. And that should be, wait, $125. And then the total remaining is $266.36. Okay, so until I figure out how to write this, for the next couple of times that I do this, it might look a little off. So right now I'm just gonna write, I know I want to do all my debt, so current debt, remaining debt, and then car payments, and then I'm going to do emergency savings, my regular savings, and I think that's it. So for my current debt, I'm going to do $10. For my remaining debt, I'm going to do $20. And then for my car payment, I'm going to do $20. For emergency savings, I'm going to do $8. For my regular savings, I'm going to do $8. And let's see, 10 plus $66. That leaves me with $236. And then I'm going to put the change towards my Apple credit card. So that'll be 36 cents. And then for my challenges, I'm going to do 200. And I don't know if I want to put this towards debt or not. I don't know. So the total for that is $200.36 with $0 remaining. Okay, and then the last thing I want to go over in this video, I want to show you guys some stuff when I find it. It sucks because I didn't put tabs in mine, but it's okay. So I went through, I don't know if I did this in the other video. If I did, I ended up changing it. So this is as of yesterday, January 1st. Excuse me. So my plan is to pay off my Apple credit card, which is roughly right under $3,000. It has the highest interest rate, I believe, out of everything, on top of the fact that it's $100 a month. What I plan on doing is, once this is paid off, I'm going to put all of my, everything except my rent. So all my bills for the month is going to just go to my credit card, and then that way I could just pay my credit card. And then the next thing I pay off is covered care, because I think that was the next highest interest rate, and it also is one of the highest payments that I have to make. And I'm going to combine these two on top of what I'm going to do on my binders, which I'll explain that in a second. The third thing is NDR, because I'm right under $10,000. So I'm finally in single. I know it's like double digits, single digits is really like 6 digits, but whatever, you guys get what I'm saying. So that one I pay $379 a month. But the interest is kind of hard to calculate on that because they go based off of what they negotiate, and then NDR takes a percentage, which is the APR. Yeah. And then I'm gonna pay off the 2 medical bills. Those are gonna pay off before I pay off some of this other stuff. So that's why I put those last, and also they don't have any interest. So I was like, that'll pay itself off. I don't have to put anything additional to that. And then the last thing I'm worried about is my car, because that is the most highest, that's the newest, and it is the highest payment, but I will not pay this off no time soon. So I would rather just pay off everything else, and then that way I can just focus solely on the car and have that paid off hopefully soon. Not soon, but you get what I'm saying. So my priority this year is to at least pay off, I know I'll pay off Apple credit card, covered care. Those are going to pay itself off, so I'm not worried about those. But those two, the first two right here, the covered care and the Apple credit card, this is going to change once they start negotiating my last thing, and I'm over 60% done paying off what I'm currently paying on with them, and then they'll negotiate for the last thing. So with the car, the total debt that I am in starting January 1st, 2024 is $54,469.81. And without the car is $18,841.71. So I'm excited about that. And then the last thing I want to show you guys. So again, this planner, it doesn't look like this. Go check out my other video if you want to see what it looks like. But this planner is on my website. The Bubbly Budget and the BB Budget planner is both on there. So I was doing a lot of arts and crafts yesterday. So these look kind of rough, but it was my first time doing them, so it's just for me. But I made placeholders. So I had these bills, and I didn't want to like throw them away, but they were really small compared to the money. So I just decided to make them they're like close to regular bill size now. So I got the 500s, the thousands, and some 2000s in here. And then I'll start making some when I get to it. Would be whenever I start having to make these, when I get to the point to where I need placeholders and these aren't going to cut it, then I'll actually make some pretty ones, and maybe I can put them on my website and start selling them. I'm not sure. So the binders themselves did not change, but the inside kind of did. So this is still my 100, it's not really a 100 envelope. This would be like extra money, like only $100 bills, or at least only $100 will go in here. And then I might stuff some with more than 200 or more than 100 or whatever. But once all of the slots are completely filled, that will be whenever I unstuff this. And I think there's like 96 slots in here or something like that. So I still don't have names for my binders, y'all, but the black binder still has the same thing. It has personal, Thor, health, and car maintenance. I have a hard time with figuring out how much to put in the envelopes. So I was like, okay, if I give myself like these little mini challenges inside, it just gives me something to put into and makes it fun for me. So all of my envelopes will have some type of small challenge, but I actually have an actual challenge binder, which I'm trying to figure out how I want to sell it. But so so for personal, I got a $500 one. For Thor, I want to save $2,000, so each of the envelopes are $20. Health, I want to save $10K. I'm not going to get it in 52 weeks, but my yearly deductible, I think is like $10,000 because it's $5,000 for me, $5,000 for my daughter, and then for the out of pocket it's like $13,000, so an additional $3,000 on top of that. So I was like, if I can get myself to where I have $10K in health, then it would be a lot easier for me. And then for my car, each of these are $50, so this will have $5,000 in it. I don't know how much it's going to cost me to re-register my car in Texas, and I know that for some reason, the registration is high. I think it's because you don't pay taxes on it. So, and I have a Tesla, so I know it's going to be kind of expensive. And my green binder, this is still like my gift giving binder or holidays binder. So I have my daughter. This is like for her birthday. I usually do pictures right now because she's still little. But starting off, I want to do 500 and then I'll build from there. My mom 500, my dad 500, which I'll also continue to build. These are just starting points. The greens, that's my sister-in-law and my sister, and the twins. I decided to make them one. My goal is to get $800 in here. That way it's 200 a piece, I believe, because it's 4 of them. Yeah. But starting off, I just threw this in there. I think, yeah, I only have one. Oh, and by the way, I will have these on my website. I don't think I've put them up there yet, but they're about the size of a bill. And if you guys are interested in it, you can get it on my website. And then gift $200 because it's not really to anybody, I guess. And holidays. So holidays, I have multiple other actual challenges, so that's why I have that in here. And I really don't celebrate that many holidays. I usually just celebrate Thanksgiving, which I'm gonna go to my sister's and eat, and then Christmas. So I don't know. Travel, I ran out of these and I didn't want to make more because I didn't want to waste paper, but I just put two $200 bills in here because for travel, that'll only be usually around Christmas when I go home anyways. And what was I about to say? I go home for Christmas and then I have other challenges on top of this. So this is just holidays and travel are just going to go coincide with each other, to be honest. So that is my green binder, and I'm sorry about this cord. It really irks my nerves. Okay, so my savings binder, and I think in one of these I did spell something wrong, but I didn't want to go back and fix it, so. Okay, so in my savings binder, I got my emergency savings. Each of these are going to be $200. Each envelope is $200. If I put smaller amounts towards the $200, I'll just put it in the front. And then once I get the $200, or once, you know, this is $200 to put in the envelope, so to speak, then I'll mark that off and I'll put it in the back. Savings, again, this may not necessarily be in 52 weeks. I'm not at that point yet, but it's a starting point with the actual numbers and it gives me something to work towards. So for savings, I got 10K. For Lonnie's savings, 10K. My goal is to get her around 30 to 60K before she's 18, or around the time she hits 18 in her savings. So I'm going to be taking my time, but hitting it hard. And then Kelly's savings, I'm trying to get 10K in like 4.5 years. So that's another goal that I have. My red binder is still my bills binder or my debt binder for right now. So the way that this is going to work is once I complete a challenge or complete like an envelope, or you know what I mean, like these challenges, I will take the money out and I will put it towards that debt. So for current debt, like I said, my first one is my Apple card. So once I finish the 100 envelopes, each of these are $10 for right now, then I'll make a massive payment to my Apple card, as well as any so say for example, I pay off Apple and I have that extra $100. That $100 will go towards my covered care, which is my second one, plus this, and then it will continue to roll over. So I'm trying to make plus my minimum payment. That's what I'm trying to say. So my minimum payment, the rollover, and the envelope will all go towards the current debt. So number one is Apple card. Remaining debt. So once I finish this one, which is $2,000, because each of the envelopes are $20. The rest of them, I would pretty much split it, or like say I only have $100 left to pay off the Apple credit card, then I'll just go ahead, use this to pay that off, and then the rest will go either towards number two, or I'll just split it between the rest of the debt. My car is a separate one because I'm not including this one because this is like the very last thing that I'm worried about. But this is also $2,000. So once I complete this, I'll just make a massive payment to my car to go towards the principal. And eventually I'll try to see about getting my payments lowered because $742 is a lot. And this one is still my challenge binder. Some of the cards are sticking out because I was rushing to cut them. But I have not posted the actual savings challenge journal on my website yet, because I don't know if I want to, not this specific binder, but if I want to get a binder and put them in, or if I want to bind them in like a journal format like I originally planned. So I'm trying to figure that out. I feel like it'll be cheaper if I just do it in the journal format and not the binder, because I would have to outsource for the binder. But you guys let me know in the comments. If I do the binder, I've seen a couple that it would go with this color scheme. So this is the budget challenges. I did take one out because I wasn't going to use it, but so for the 12 month savings, I don't know how much this is, but I'll add it up for you guys. So 175 plus 250 plus 150 plus 100 plus 145 plus 160 plus 182 plus 179 plus 194 plus 173 plus 139 plus 200. So you would have $2,047 at the end of the month in December whenever you complete this challenge. These have numbers, so it's like 1 through 25 or 24, I think. Just because if I decide to take these challenges out, then I don't have to recreate the envelope. Then this is a $1,000 savings challenge, so it's like 5s, 10s, 20s. The highest bill on here is $20, and you would have $1,000. Then you have another $1,000 challenge, and I think all of these are 20s in itself. And then I have a weather tracking, which says whatever the weather is the first day of the month is how much you save. Negative temperatures, you double. So I don't remember what the weather was yesterday, but that would be, say it was 30 degrees, then you'll put $30 in your envelope. Oh, and y'all, whenever I do eventually start selling envelopes, I love these. This one's backwards, but they go like this. Like, I hate the zipper, and I finally found some that don't have the zipper, and I don't have to make them. So these would be what would be inside of the journal if I was to make it in a journal format. Then you have the 26 bi-weekly savings challenge. I get paid bi-weekly, and so I felt like this was easier for me. And then I have the 100 or 10K emergency savings challenge. I think the highest, I tried to keep them kind of low, but I think the highest on here, I know it doesn't go over 250. I'm trying to see, I see 120, 150. Do I have any 200s? So I think the highest on here is 150. And then the birthday challenge, it has the wine glasses are $10, the birthday cakes are $20, and the balloons are $50. So let's see, 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 60. And then 20, 40, 60, 81, 20 plus 50, so 1, 2, 300, so 600. So you would have about $960 for your birthday if you were to complete this. Then you have a $5,000 vacation one. This is also one that I was talking about before, where where for travel, because I don't really go on vacations and stuff, but it doesn't hurt to save for it just in case I'm feeling froggy, I guess. For Thanksgiving, this would, whatever holidays you see, and if I do the challenges in this binder, I'm losing my train of thought, then all the holidays will go into my holiday envelope. But the total for this one is 40, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 40, 40, 30, 60, 25, 55, 1, 2, 3. So you would have $955 if you complete your Thanksgiving challenge. Christmas challenge, it's $1,680. And the highest bill on here looks like it's $50. Then you have a Black Friday challenge, but you can put how much you want each shopping bag to be. Then you have a Valentine's Day challenge where you can choose what you want the hearts, each heart to be. Then I have another 10K challenge. I think these have higher bills on it. The highest on here, it looks like, is $275. I try not to go over $275. Then I have a $5 savings challenge. This is not included, like if you were to do your regular, I mean, you can, if you have extra $5 bills and you just want to put it towards this. This would just be like a regular challenge. And then separately, I'll still do the $1 and $5 challenge. But this is like if I'm intentionally saving towards this. And then I have a whole bunch of other envelopes. So like I said, one will be the $5 challenge, one will be the $1 challenge, and the rest would just be empty, I guess. But let me know if you guys are interested in how you would want that binded. You can see that these envelopes were new. But let me know how you would want that binded if you are interested. And then eventually I'll start selling envelopes. I just want to find like my own niche because a lot of people do it, and I want ways for it to be different. So thank you for watching. Feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Leave any comments down in the comment section. Sorry, my hands are ashy. I just got off work. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.